you.
Isn't it exciting?
It's exciting.
Hey, friends. Happy Friday. As you can see, we are super excited to be here. I am not kidding you. That and the fact that it's Friday. I love Fridays. I don't know about you, Mary, but I always like to name my Fridays. Like it's Fantastic Friday. It's High Five Friday. It's Fit Friday. It's, something along that line. Do you have a favorite? Do you name your Fridays?
Oh,
Do you name
I
your days of the
don't,
week?
but I need to. Actually, don't laugh at me. Mondays are my favorite day of the week.
I love it.
Everybody's like, I hate a Monday. I'm like, I love a Monday. It's like a whole new beginning. It's like you get no matter what happened last week, that's gone. You get a whole new chance to start over. I love them.
I agree. I totally agree. And I love that philosophy. I love Mondays too, but Fridays are just my favorite day. I don't know why. I think it's because I like I save pizza for Fridays.
I eat pizza too often. So
Hey friends, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome back to Meet My Friend Friday. Guys, it's been a while since I've done one of these. And I absolutely love doing these because it gives me the opportunity to share stories with all of you. And there is nothing that impacts our lives like stories. So if you are jumping on and joining us live, drop the word live in the comment box. Or if you're catching the replay, drop a replay. I have an absolutely amazing story coming your way today. And I cannot tell you how excited I am to get to let her share her story. So for those of you who don't know me or are new to my profile, I am Jazzy Will. I'm a certified mental health master coach and a food first specialist. And guys, I am here to literally help you take your mental health and wellness to new places. And with that being said, the story that I have coming your way today is nothing short of transformational. So, my guest is Mary Harper, and she has the most amazing story, and I'm so excited for her to get to share it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it over to her. I'm going to let her introduce herself. Mary and I met a few years back. It's been
a while.
3 years ago, I think.
I think, yes,
Yeah, I mean, it's been a while, and I absolutely love this lady. I love watching her and following her on social media. She is a powerhouse, has absolutely the most amazing, cute little daughter I've ever seen in my life.
Cute. I'll give you that, but she's something.
So anyway, I'm going to turn it over to you, let you, just give the audience a little bit about who you are, and then we're going to dive into your story because it's going to transform some lives today.
All right. So my name is Mary. I am a single-ish mom. I'm engaged now, so I'm not as much of a single mom, but was a single mom for a long time. I do have a 9-year-old daughter. I live in South Alabama in Fairhope. It is along the Gulf Coast. We just got a lot of snow, which is kind of very unusual for us. So everybody, the snowmageddon, it's melting away now. I work 2 jobs, so I'm very busy, and I'm originally from Atlanta. I have a huge family, and I love to travel and do all the fun things. But sometimes life circumstances can get in the way of that, and I'm grateful for meeting you, Jazzy, because you have helped me with that. With as you know, Happy Juice, and so that's about it with me. There's not. I'm kind of boring. There's not a lot to me.
I know better. So, just go ahead and share your story, your journey so far, because I know that this isn't like the end of the story, but your journey so far.
So, I was introduced to Happy Juice a few years ago, and it definitely was a benefit to me, and I loved it. So about 1.5 years ago, my fiance was diagnosed with cancer, and I kind of cut the Happy Juice out, was focusing on work, getting him well, and all of that. Well, the last 6 months, I'm going to be real vulnerable here. My mental health just completely plummeted. And I have always been a super motivated person. I've always been a get up and go. I've always called myself overproductive because I can multitask like nobody's business. And I worked all the time. I love to work. And my main job is actually in sales. So if you're in sales, if you don't work, you don't get paid. Well, over the last 6 months, I noticed my sales were slipping. I wasn't motivated. I couldn't find even like enough inside me to go talk to new customers. And one of the best things that I would do to just avoid all of the above is I would just take naps. Honestly, like, I mean, I guess there was worse I could be doing, but I would take my daughter to school and I'd come home and nap and I'd try to work a little bit. I would go to my nighttime job, which is at a restaurant, and I would kind of get through that. And then I'd be like, oh, I just can't wait to get home again. Um, I think I was probably borderline miserable, to be honest with you, because I just saw my whole world crumbling down around me. I saw my income crumbling down. I felt like I wasn't myself. I felt like I wasn't the mom that I aspire to be. And I'm very much a hands-on mom, and I always have extra kids here, and I'm the one that does all the fun things and takes all the trips and, is real hands-on. And I found myself, putting her in front of the TV more often and things like that. So I knew a few weeks ago, I guess it's been about a month ago, I was like, I told Eric, I said, I have to do something. I'm not eating right. I am not doing anything. I'm simply existing at this point. I have no purpose. I'm not contributing to anything. I'm not my best self at either job. I have to do something. And of course, I knew what Happy Juice had done for me before. And I thought to myself, if this stuff can help me out of this slump, I'm going to give it a try. So that is obviously when I contacted you and I was like, okay, I need something. I need some help. I need this. And so that is how I got back on it. And I'll be honest, I was expecting a little bit of a change, a little bit more energy. I was not expecting the word, like you call, transformation that I experienced literally within the first week again. I was absolutely floored. I was up and going to bed early again. I wasn't up all night. And then I was actually sleeping, and I was getting up before getting Charlie up, and I was getting dressed and taking her to school and going straight to work. I was back networking. I was back online networking, doing all the things. And literally within 2 weeks, it was like, I went from here to here. And I know that sounds crazy. People think I'm crazy. I'm like, no, y'all really don't understand. And it not only did it make me feel better and help me to get more motivated, but I was happier in the process. Like, just giggly, like nothing has bothered me as much since. I'm like, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. So
I love that because, and you know what? Here is the thing about it is because I know, we spent some time talking, when your fiance was going through like his cancer and all of that kind of
mhm,
stuff. Life happens. Do you know what I mean? But we don't fully stop and think about the ripple effect
mhm,
of all of that. And what's the first thing that we do as moms, as as wives, as jammas? We always step back and don't take care of ourselves,
mhm,
right? But it's so impactful when we do actually take the time to listen to what is happening in our life. I mean, you saw it. I mean, you knew that it was affecting your jobs. It was affecting your relationship. It was affecting your daughter's life. I mean, this is really huge, and I think this is one thing that as women, we need to be aware of, and that we really need to take time to take care of ourselves. And for you, I mean, we don't know how this is going to, help people or what it's going to do. For you, it was such a transformation just from putting these pure nutrients into your body. And I mean, I could get off on that right there. That I could go down that path a
oh
bazillion
yeah,
times and never get tired of it because this is about feeding your body what it needs to take you
exactly.
from burnout to vigor.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. And you're talking about what life happens. Life does happen. It happens to everybody in different ways. But I feel like y'all are gonna have to excuse me if my dog is about to bark, I think. So I'm sorry.
It's
I'm occupied.
hey, it's called live for a
Yeah,
reason.
I'm occupied, but I have an 8-month-old lab puppy, and there's only
Oh
so
God.
much you can do with him. He is 60 pounds of a hot mess. So, and so I'm trying to hold him down,
Life
but it's
happens. It's
right.
good.
So
It's
what
good.
I was saying was people don't want people. I feel like it's taboo, like for people to say, life happens. Life's hard. I mean, even the people that I know that have these wonderful jobs or, don't have to work at all with kids and they seem like they got it all together. You talk to them and life is still hard. They still have to get up and function. And these moms still have to take care of their families and their homes and schedule, and that it's okay to get worn down from that. And it's okay
Yeah.
to want something to change, something to help you. And if it's an all natural product, that's even better. It's so I just kind of the reason I want to talk about it recently is we need to get past that stigma of um not of being ashamed to say things aren't always okay. From
Right.
the outside, I looked like I was okay. I was still functioning. And if you looked at my social media, I was okay. Um, and it was embarrassing. I mean, I didn't want, I would tell Eric, don't tell people I'm napping all the time. Don't tell people I'm napping, because, and I think that was another sign too. It's like I'm doing things, that I don't want people to, it was embarrassing. And
Yeah.
it's, you know, we don't always have it together.
No, and we don't, and I mean, and like you said, it's okay. But
Yeah,
it's when you don't acknowledge it or recognize it and try to change it that it becomes not okay. And for a lot of
agreed.
people out there, I know for myself and for you, it was an easy solution because it was just basically giving our body the nutrients that it needs. I mean,
Mhm.
I was doing everything else. I literally was doing everything that I could possibly be doing. I worked on my mindset. I worked out every single day. I was trying to eat, well, maybe not. Okay. I wasn't doing real good with my eating when I really stopped and looked at it. But I also didn't know then, what I know now about food. And so, but I kind of thought I was eating okay. I was getting plenty of sleep. I was doing all of the things. I mean, I had my friends. I was going out and we were doing things. And, my husband and I were constantly traveling and busy and active. So I was doing the things. But
Mhm.
I still couldn't get off the couch, Mary. That's where I was
Yeah,
at too.
and
I mean,
people
I
just
would
don't understand that it's
drag.
a thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
So, I mean, it could be as simple as just one easy fix, just giving your body the nutrients that it needs to function and fire
Yeah,
on the higher levels. Yeah, yeah.
for sure,
So,
and I'm proof of that, I'm telling you, my child actually we were on a cruise a few weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, and we were on the cruise ship and there was one morning when we were like dressed, we were about to go, and she was like, "Oh, mommy, hold on, you need your happy juice." And she says, "You're just so much nicer when you have your happy juice." And I was like, "You little snot, how dare you?" But it was like without me even saying it, like she recognized it. And I feel like other people in my life are recognizing it. I've been asked the simple questions like, "You've been so happy lately," or "You seem, well rested," or whatever it is. And but then you tell them what it is, and it's kind of like, "Oh," and it's like, it's okay to, supplement here. People
yeah,
supplement with stuff all the time, so it's fine. So, you know,
yeah. Well, and lots of times too, it's about finding the right supplements. I
correct.
mean, there's so many things out there in the market right now. I mean, it's finding those right supplements that are triggered and geared toward what it is that you're wanting.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of like that's kind of more about what we do is we target what it is that people are needing in their bodies to literally improve their mental health and wellness. And
Yeah.
so anything else dear you would like to share? Any words of advice? Any
Well, I think my word of advice is don't give up. Honestly, I almost did that in December. I was just like, whatever. I'm gonna have to find a new job, and I'm gonna have to do this. And I've always kind of been like a negative, like always go to the worst end of it kind of person. But I but don't give up, because here it is a month later. I am killing it at work. You know, my sales are back good. I've been picking up extra shifts at the restaurant. My life overall has just improved in a month's time. So had I just thrown in the towel when I thought that I was kind of done and washed up and all of that, I wouldn't be where I was, and I would have to start over again, you know,
Yeah.
and that's just not me and what I want to do. And I would say the other thing is to kind of trust. I don't know how to say this because I'm not definitely not like a certified wellness coach or anything like you, but trust your body. Like
Amen.
if you feel like something's off, something is off. Okay. And it may not be a physical feeling, but something is off. And it's obviously telling you that you're lacking somewhere. And it's amazing to me how this product, you just don't feel like you're lacking. And it gets better like every day. So and that's what I love. It's like the first week I was like, okay, I had more energy. I wasn't napping. And then I got like super motivated. And then it was just like, I started I was craving better foods. And I have RA and I have a horrible knee and my whole right hand was swollen. I don't know if I should be, excuse me for just a minute. Come here. Sorry. This dog, he wants the cat. So, that's part of the crazy in my life is I rescue all the animals. So I just and they don't always like each other. They all like me, and that's why they're all surrounding me at all times because none of them want to leave my side. So, but what I was saying was, I noticed that like the swelling in my right hand was so bad. I was dropping glasses at work, and now it's like it's gone. Like my fingers were crooked, they were swollen. I had like it was, you know, I'm sorry. I just think that there's something to be said for that.
Yeah.
And so I've noticed like the mental, I noticed the physical, I've noticed a difference in like the foods that I'm craving. So it's been good. I mean, I'm glad that I listened to my body and I have vowed to never stop drinking at this time. I'm like, no matter what happens, I promise.
Yeah.
I'm
I
going
love
to.
that. I love that though, because I think it's really important. So many times we start something and we get a result, right?
Mhm.
And I've even shared this in posts. A result is just a result. It's something that happens, from something that we do or we change or we say or whatever, right? And it can be good, it can be bad, it can be indifferent, it can be a number of things. But guys, listen to this transformation. And it was because she stuck it out and she continues to go and it gets better. I mean, she said it herself. It just keeps getting better. I'm 5 years into this and it just keeps getting better. I
It's
notice
amazing.
little things,
Mhm.
just little things, that will pop up during the day. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad that I made the decision.
And you know what the best part is? Is it tastes good. I know that sounds crazy, but I am really weird. I'm a very picky eater and I'm big about texture and I don't like any of those things. I'm like, no, I don't want any of those things. And so I'm always hesitant. And everything that you've ever taken with like prebiotics or probiotics or like greens, it's always awful. So I'd always have to like mix it with like some sugary drink just to drink it. And I was like, wow, this stuff is good. And everybody else that tries it, they always tell me, they're like, wow, you are lying. This is really good. I'm like, it is. My 9-year-old drinks it. She loves it. And I mean, she's like, are you going to finish that? Can I have a sip of that? She was like, you just drank most of it. And I'm like, if y'all, if y'all don't know my kid she is picky. And she drinks it. She loves it. So and she just heard me talking about it. Now she wants to pipe
Yeah,
in.
she's ready. It's
Yeah.
time to mix. It's time to go mix, right?
Right. So, um,
Oh my goodness. So, where can people find you? If you have not connected to this lady, you definitely need to. I absolutely love her, the energy. I mean, everything. She's
yeah, the duo was here. So, yeah. So,
So, are you on You're on Facebook, Mary
I am
Harper?
on Facebook. Yeah, I am on Instagram too. But I'm just gonna be real honest with you. I don't ever check it. So Facebook, I'm on Facebook. You can find me there for sure. And
Perfect. I
I would
love
love
it.
to tell you more about it, anybody about it. And I had somebody ask me this morning about, um, she was just talking about this part and like the business side of it. And I was like, look, I'm just going to be honest with you. I feel so good. I am literally only focused on other people feeling good too. This is not about me trying to, I'm not going to be out there asking you to tag all your friends to try to build a business or this or that. I literally just feel like everybody would benefit from this. And I've never felt this passionate about something like that before. And I see people's posts about, oh, it's already Monday, or they're can't wait to get their cup of coffee, or all of those. And then I see the people that are very vulnerable on Facebook and put some of their struggles that they're dealing with mentally and with their mental health and depression and anxiety, which was another one for me too. And I'm like, oh, there's so much in this one product that you could benefit from. And I just want everybody to feel that way and to at least like try it. There's never any harm in trying something new,
Nope.
especially you know when we are backed by science and we are patented. And so it's not just a product, it is a safe product that has been tested, and it has all the backing and all the information laid out there for you. So it's like, okay, so there's no hurting,
Nope.
trying to improve yourself.
Nope. Not only that, but it's got a 100% no question asked money back guarantee. Give it a try for 30, 60, 90 days.
Yep.
See what happens. I'm telling you guys, the possibilities
Right.
are endless. Endless.
No,
So,
no
hey guys, you know
creepy
what?
stories. So,
If any of Mary's story resonates with you, drop Ripple in the comment box. We will be in touch. In the meantime, you all, thank you so much, everybody who jumped on and joined us. Thank you, Mary, for coming on and
thank you.
sharing, being vulnerable and sharing your story. I know that's not easy. So,
It's not easy. And a few weeks ago, for years I would have been like, we're not going to talk about this. And I would talk about
yeah.
my anxiety some, but now I'm just like, we're going to talk about this because it's real.
Yep.
And at the restaurant, I'm a bartender. So let me just go ahead and tell y'all, it's real. I hear it at work every single day.
Yeah.
I am an underpaid therapist. I mean, it's like, oh, here you know what I mean?
Yep.
I hear all of the stories, and I have people that cry to me, and I just look around, and people that I thought had it all together don't always have it together. And I'm like,
Mm.
y'all, we're not alone. And so now it's like, I'm not going to be ashamed anymore, because if I can help one person feel better, then I'm totally good with being vulnerable.
I love
So,
that. And that's what we're here to do. We are
mhm.
totally here to do that. So, guys, be sure to stop by, say hi, drop the word, like I said, Ripple in the comment box if Mary's story resonates with you. Like I said, thank you so much, my dear. This has been great. Hey, everybody, go out, take on the rest of your day with grace and gratitude, and make it the best one yet.